Good morning and welcome in everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what is transpiring in this morning so far in the trading session. So as we know, the USA woke up, right around now, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're within that margin of error. And right now we can see the crypto market, XRP, is down about 0.6% on the day at $2.33.5. We've got Bitcoin right now down about 0.5%, sitting at 86,559. Ethereum slightly up. Algo's up about 1.3%, but aside from that, there's not really any major movers. Velo up 0.75%. It's about all we're seeing here this morning. I did notice gold is up. Where do we sit right now? Gold is up 20 bucks an ounce right now to 3,039. In pre-market, you've got like Barrett Gold up 1.2% or 25 cents a share in 1956. B2 Gold's up 1.94% to $3.15. Silver's up about 0.5%. First Majestic is up 2.3% in pre-market to $6.95. And Fortuna's up about 1% to $6.16. Now, when you go into crypto, although the commodities and gold and silver are up right now in pre-market, crypto is taking a little bit of a back seat here, and we'll take a very deep look at it. I'll do this for about 10 to 12 minutes. The builders for my house are going to be here. We're coming down the home stretch at least. A lot of stuff, countertops being put in today as well. So it's going to be a very busy day, but I wanted to start off right. So good morning, 9:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, March 27th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Very sunny behind me, but I have nowhere to do it in the house. I wanted to do a live yesterday, but I just had no room. My house is a disaster right now because everything is being put together. It was much too cold last night, and we had some rain, freezing rain, a little bit of snow. So it wasn't ideal for me to be sitting outside doing the live. So unfortunately, I had to forego the live last night, but I don't anticipate having to do that today. So XRP down below $2.33. Let's see what the hell is going on. So it looks like in time here, because we never back tested originally, we came down close right here at, let's see, $2.35. But right now, with the way it's looking, we're going to, as long as we hold that $2.21, $2.20, well, let's bring it up here just a tiny bit. $2.22, because that's still in today's trading day, I believe. Yeah, so as long as we hold $2.22, which that's a bear flag, unless we reverse very quickly, that's a bear flag that XRP's formed this morning. We broke down the uptrend and got rejected on it. And now, unfortunately, what we built up here, and, I'm not bearish or bullish, it's just what we built up here. We can see a drop down to $2.22 is on the horizon. So right now, after losing the short-term uptrend, XRP's capitalizing on a 6% drop here. So we're trying to finish a marginal 6% correction from where we're at right now. Let's see. Assuming this doesn't double bottom here, because we could double bottom. If this isn't a double bottom, we got about a 5% drop here to $2.22. So is that avoidable? It doesn't look like it. We haven't officially back tested this. I mean, we came very close, but if you're looking for a tap directly on, we haven't back tested it appropriately. So we very well could be hunting this $2.22 right now. So this morning, looking bearish to start. Looks like a 5% drop unless this is a double bottom here. And if it is, you're not going to want to come down below. If we lose $2.30, this is likely not a double bottom. So if it's a double bottom, we could have a volatile swing back up. If not, we're looking at a 5% drop down to $2.22. It's nothing crazy, nothing major, nothing that's pattern breaking. In fact, it would be a logical retest here after that falling channel breakout. We have what we're trying to play off an inverse head and shoulders. So it's not like it doesn't make sense. So it does make sense. And then if we lose that $2.22, then you're talking about in time where we're at right now. we'll put this over here just so we can see two bases. So if we lose 222, we're jumping down to about $2.14. If that $2.14 is lost, that's a huge trouble. I would say that 214 is how you could have that drop down to $1.70, assuming you were to break that. So we're going to want to stay in this portfolio, you know, at least into this range of motion. And we're not going to want to break down. This is like going over the waves in a boat. And then all of a sudden you get some extreme weather coming and the waves go from 3 feet to 30 feet. That's what would happen here. So if you, on the way down right now, we're going to 3 to 5 foot waves right now, choppy water. Well, the good news is we've got like a little reef here that can support us, or like some kind of sand that can stop our motion at $2.22. Now, if that breaks, we go into even deeper water and there's a typhoon coming or a hurricane, and the waves go from 30 or 3 to 5 feet to 30 foot waves. So then you'd go from 222 in almost an instant, if this were to break that barrier, down to 214. And if 214 is lost, now the boat is starting to capsize. And then that's where you can find yourself all the way down here at $1.68. So this is a slippery slope right now. We've got a technical drop right now of about 5% because it looks like a bear flag to 222. If that doesn't hold, we're going to have another 8-cent drop roughly to 214. And then if that doesn't hold, yes, we have a pivot layer at $1.98, but the suggested drop here could be all the way to $1.68. So we're not going to want to have this happen. We want to get some kind of buyers in the market. We want to see momentum flipping, because that would be a pretty nice 26.5% drop. So that is what can happen. That is denoted from one support. If we lose that to the next support, and if we lose that, the ultimate catastrophic support. So that's something that could happen in a universal way. Trump came out yesterday and talked about tariffs on cars from overseas at about 25%. So this whole damn country is getting about 1/4 more expensive. So, you know, at a certain point when things become so expensive, people are going to start to put their money in not risk assets. They're going to put it into a safe haven. If they feel like we're going into a, not just inflation or hyperinflation, but stagflation, people are going to take their money out of risk assets and put it into things that are paying dividends, safe money, gold and silver, precious metals, mining stocks, things that are looking to turn a profit in risky times. And mining stocks are the cheapest way to get the gold out of the ground right now. If it being over $3,030 an ounce, and some mining stocks are 50, 60, 70%, even 100% away and more from all-time highs, that's a way to get it out of the ground. Now, we looked at XRP. I'm not looking at anything else this morning. Well, there is one. DigiByte's up 3.5%, so outperforming the market again today. And we're trying at all costs to hold. And right now we're bouncing off the 108 support. If that's held, we could have a huge rally here. Like, if that's held, we have a big rally. And just to put it in perspective for DigiByte, and it's not looking great with the overall market combination right now, but if DigiByte could hold this area, and it's a tough tail right now because this could turn into a head and shoulders with the way the market is. The next resistance, Jennifer and anybody else who's watching this, good morning to all of you. Jennifer, this is like her baby like me, so I can speak to her by name because she's heavily invested. There's a few others as well, but she speaks to DigiByte like I do. So if this breaks out from here, and let's just assume we hold the 1.08 cents, and there's some room here still because we could come down a little bit and still hold this area. Man, is it sunny. We're looking at a 30% continuation if this does break out. So I would still look at the possibility of this quickly dumping down to like maybe 973 if this doesn't hold, and then sometime a volatile spike on an inverse head and shoulders here in the short term. But if we hold 108, then we would have to push past 1.2 cents for confirmation, and then the technical target would be 1.4 cents. So that's DigiByte. A 30% move is still cooked in there, assuming we don't break down. And then with Bitcoin, and then I'm going to release this because the builders are about to be here. And I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So Bitcoin, if we hold 86,300 area, that's exactly how we break out of here. That still looks like a bull flag to me. Assuming this doesn't break down, Bitcoin still looks like it could be on a bull flag here. And again, it's just like DigiByte. Assuming we don't break down, then we could get a small target here Assuming this didn't break down, you could push this right here and say, oh, well, that's how we get to 90K. So if Bitcoin is on a bull flag and this doesn't break down, we're going to move up to 90,264, and that was the technical target on the breakout of this consolidation. So that's what I'm looking for. If it breaks down, it breaks down, but we're still looking for those positive vibes. There's still a lot of momentum here. It's just we're looking at the negative side of it as well in case we break down. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I appreciate the support. If you appreciate my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the over 31,400 subscribers. You can send a YouTube super chat. You can Cash App, Venmo, PayPal in the video description below and our pinned comments. I would encourage you to look at BITUNIX. It'll be in the video description below and our pinned comments. Lowest maker taker fee, lowest spot and leverage trading fees, no KYC or VPN worldwide. They've never gotten rid of XRP, even in the times of the lawsuit, and they've kept it transparent with us. So that's where I choose to go. I'll have other options later. I'm still testing a few others that are more coming onto the scene, but right now that's my advice. Until later, don't let your emotions dictate your response. Have a blessed day, and if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments.